Okay. Oh, should I put a blanket? It's a little cold. Anyways, happy 2022. I still feel awkward. I don't know how to. I always feel awkward doing these videos. Well, I mean, I just did one. The other ones that I shot, I just never published because I was super shy. Anyway, grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee. We unfortunately don't have any more coffee at home, so I'm stuck with just tea. I wish I had coffee though. And the reason why you should grab a cup of something warm is because I want to do a little video about all my makes, or the majority of my makes from last year, so 2020. So it's a little recap of all my sewing projects. And yeah, I guess that's what it is today. It's Sunday, it's sunny, but it's like really cold out. I just want to stay in and do nothing. It's one of those days. I don't have any order necessarily of like the type of like the order in which I started making my garments and everything. Keep in mind I've only been sewing for a little over a year, so I started in November of 2020, I guess. Yeah, November 2020. So I haven't been sewing that much, and yes, I'm just starting now. So my garments are not necessarily like the best quality ever, and they have a lot of improvement to do and everything. And so I wanted to like kind of share those wins and fails that I had during the year. Oh yeah, first of all, I'm wearing currently this is a old sweater that I thrifted maybe like 5 years ago. I've replaced the buttons because they all came off, and I put these huge white buttons. I thought it was really cute and very contrasty, so I really like it. And I made this dress. The top is a pattern from Peppermint magazine. The bottom after was just like the rest of the fabric that I had. I just like, oh my dress is very wrinkly. My dress is very wrinkly, but yeah, so with whatever fabric I had left, I did the bottom of my dress. So it's like 3 layers of pleats. And yeah, it's very comfortable. It's not very winter appropriate. It's pretty, the fabric is pretty light, but since I'm inside, I'm not doing anything. I felt like being a little cute, so I wanted to put a dress on. Anyway, so that's what I'm wearing. I think I wanted to segment this video so it's a little more structured, since I don't remember which garment had been done before, or like in the order of the garments I've made. I thought I would start by doing first the tops that I made, then dresses, and then pants, and a few shirts that I did for my husband. So yeah, let's start. So I made this t-shirt a while back. I can't remember when, but I made this t-shirt. I've used a ribbing that I bought, a white ribbing, and I've added it to, yeah, the collar and the sleeves. I thought it was really, really cute. And this fabric I got at Fabricland or Dresso. Fabricland. I got it at Fabricland. It was like in those sales section. It was like $4 a meter, and I got maybe 5 meters. So I made this t-shirt out of it, and I have another like a sweater that I made. And the reason why I got this kind of fabric is because since I'm not very great at sewing, I didn't want to go really expensive. To go get really expensive fabric. So I wanted to like practice getting used to sewing with different types of fabric, especially this one's a jersey, and I did have a lot of problems with it. It's pretty bulky here, and I did like the zigzag stitching on the top so that I could keep the ribbing from curling out, and it does still curl out sometimes, which is not ideal, but I don't hate it. It doesn't look really clean. So to me, it feels still handmade, and the bottom hem is not the best. But I'm still very proud of it. It feels really comfortable. I like it. It's not warm though. It's a jersey, but it's not warm. It's pretty thin of a fabric. But yeah, I really like it, especially for the price, and it was a garment I tried out. It was like a practice garment, so I'm pretty happy about this one. After doing this, I made this t-shirt. This t-shirt that I've made crop, and it wasn't on purpose. The reason why I made it crop is because I messed up the bottom hem and it looked really weird. I just had my surgery, so I wanted to practice it. Sorry. I wanted to practice the hemming with my serger, and it made something really weird where it was, oh yeah, I wanted to do a roll hem. So I did a roll hem, but it was really weird, and it would just like roll up and be very bulky at the bottom. So I didn't like how it ended up. So I just cut it and then just serged the ending of it so it wouldn't like look weird. And yeah, it turned out okay. The neckline at the back, it's still a little stretched out, so it's a little bulky here for some reason. Oh yeah, I didn't mention. So this pattern is the t-shirt from Seamwork. I think it's called the Jane t-shirt. I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, I'll leave all the links of all the items that I've, all the patterns of each items that I've used at the bottom in like the description. So yeah, I was really happy for this, and I've worn it quite a lot. It's like my first crop t-shirt, and it's pretty cropped. And yeah, I like it. I have used it quite a bit. Yeah. The next t-shirt pattern, this one I've made multiples of. So there's this one here. So this is maybe like the second t-shirt I made from fabric store patterns. There are free patterns, and I've used this a lot. So it's kind of it's a very boxy, in this case it's a linen fabric with the sleeves on the sides. I really like the cut of it. It's very comfortable. I love linen. It's so comfy. But oh yeah, so this one I didn't have a serger yet. So this one, the edges I've zigzagged everything, so I had to like come back and clean all the raw edges because they would just fray and would drive me nuts. So that the inside doesn't look very clean. It doesn't look really clean, but I do wear it a lot, and it doesn't come, yeah, you see it, sometimes it comes out of the sleeves, which is a little annoying, but I just have to go back and just clean off the raw edges with a pair of scissors just to trim off all the excess all the excess like fabric coming out. I'm really proud of this color. This one I've actually managed to make it really nice and clean and very straight. I do like how linen feels on the body. It's very, I don't know, flowy. I hate ironing clothes, so it's always, all my clothes is always wrinkly, and I really don't mind it. Anyway, so this is one of my versions. The first version I made was actually this one here, which I really like. Unfortunately, my husband washed my clothes with a red fabric, and it kind of bleeded all over my clothes, including this one here. So it doesn't show that much, but you have a little bit of a pink hue here. It's a lot less bad than it used to be, but it used to be really, really pink. And so I don't wear it in public anymore. It's like one of my home t-shirts that I use a lot, and it's kind of annoying, and because I really like this, especially because there's stripe on it. I really like that. It was really sad. I was really sad about that one, about him ruining my shirts. And he did ruin another shirt, which is also from the same pattern. This one, it's like I think it was a cotton fabric. I can't remember exactly what it is, but this one frayed like there's no tomorrow. So this one's really more apparent. The pink is, the bleeding is really more apparent here. It's hard to see, maybe. It's a lot more apparent. It's really bad. Yeah. So this one I don't wear. Plus, There's like a texture to it, and I really liked it at first, but then when I started sewing it, it just started stretching, so it got a lot bigger. I don't know what happened. It's either I cut it too wide, I didn't follow the pattern pieces close enough and I cut it too wide, or I don't know, I might have messed up on the the seam allowance, but it's so big, it's ridiculous. And the neckline, it goes really low. I didn't feel comfortable wearing it so much, and it just frays like there's no tomorrow. All of the threads comes out of everywhere, especially at the bottom. I didn't do a double pleat, which now I know that you must do, but I didn't do it. And yeah, this shirt made me learn that I have to actually really double hem it, like double fold the bottom so it doesn't fray like crazy. And yeah, it looks really retarded. I don't like this shirt. I don't wear this shirt anymore. What I've learned about this project is, so I'm pretty sure that I went too quick and I didn't follow the pattern correctly, so I got a little cocky and I just knew this pattern so well because I've done it so many times that I just did whatever. Not whatever, but I probably didn't cut it as closely as the pieces are, because the fabric, I think it's because the fabric was like so slippery and everything, so I got annoyed with my scissors. And then when I sewed it, I didn't pay attention onto the fine details like the bottom hem and everything like that. And I didn't base stitch the collar either, so that got stretched out. So now I know that you should really, when you have like stretchy fabric or very finicky fabric, you should base stitch the neckline. You'll be happy about that later on, and especially if you want to keep your garments quite long, you have to make those extra steps in order for them to look good and stay nice longer, right? So yeah, that was a learning curve for that one. And then my last t-shirt I did with that, I can't remember what the name of that pattern is, but it's from the fabric store. I'll link it down in the description. Anyway, so this was the last one I did this summer. I was in love with this pattern, this print fabric is so good. I think it was like $6 a meter. It's a quilted cotton. I do like quilted cotton. They're cheap and they're fun. And they're structured. I do like the structured look to fabric when they're a little hard, and it's like such a fun fabric. I mean, it's hard to not fall in love with this. It's so fun and summery, and it's a crop top. This one too, I think I didn't follow the pattern correctly, and so it's a little bolt, like it opens up quite a bit at the stomach around the back area. I think when I folded the fabric, because I think the back piece you have to fold it in half and then you cut to your piece. I think I didn't properly align my pieces, so there's extra fabric I think on the back, so it makes it a little more open in the whole shirt is a little more open, versus like this one here. This one is like the perfect fit. This one's a little too big, but I'm still very happy about it. I mean, I wear it often, but I do need to have like a more of a high-waisted pants in order to be able to wear that, because like most of my jeans are like pretty low, not low, but they're not high-waisted, so it looks a bit off if I wear it with that. And then my last kind of shirt I made is this one here. It has like pockets at the front. It's kind of blown out, but yeah, here you go. There's pockets at the front, and it's a long sleeve. It just came out of the dryer, but there's like little fluff on it. Anyway, I'm not 100% in love with this shirt because it's very see-through. You know, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see my hand through the shirt, which I don't necessarily mind, but when I wear it, I feel like it looks like aprons, you know, those kindergarten aprons that you would wear at school, and it looks kind of like that. I don't know how to explain it. just remember that I had like a apron when I was in kindergarten that kind of looked like that, and it makes me like look, I don't know, I'm not in love with it. And the pockets came out really bad. They're too floppy, I think. And I thought it would be cool to have like black stitches on the front to accentuate the stitching of the shirt, the construction of the shirt. But now that I look at it, or when I made it anyway, when I was wearing it, it looked more like crafty than actually nice garment. So I don't like that. I personally don't like the look of like handmade, it looks handmade kind of thing. I'm not a fan of. So this shirt to me, it looks like that. So I don't wear it very often. I mostly wear it inside, or sometimes with a turtleneck on top of it. It looks a little less handmade that way, or I don't know. I don't wear it often. It's mostly like homeware, home cleaning item. I use this for that. So those are like the tops, the main tops that I made. I think the next one, yeah. My next garment is this one here. So it's this cotton fabric that I got at fabric store. I wanted to have a wrap dress, or like a fairy spring dress, because it was I remember making this because I wanted to have like a cute dress. And I made the wrap dress from, darn, I forgot, Adam Core, Closet Core, I can't remember. Anyway, it turned out okay. And it's not the pattern's fault, it's really my fault. I got again cocky with the construction of the dress. Unfortunately, what happened, I think, is the collar when I did the interfacing. You know how you're supposed to iron and like not drag, and you're supposed to like iron the interface with the fabric and then like lift off and put it somewhere else. And I didn't do that because I don't know, I got lazy and I just stretched it throughout the fabric, but I didn't realize that the fabric actually does have a little bit of a stretch. I thought it was pretty straight and there's no stretch on one way, but on diagonal there is. And the collar is I don't know how I did it, but I managed to stretch the hell out of it. So when I came to place it, it was off of like a good 1.5 inches, which is a lot when you're thinking about an item that is like this long. So it was like really off. So I had to like modify it, and so it made the dress, there was like too much fabric at the front. There was like way too much, it was like going weird, so I had to like fix it by sewing a bunch here. I had to take off like 4 inches on each side of the dress, which is really a lot. And so it became like kind of weird, and because of that I think I messed up on the wrap of the dress. So what happens is when I wear it, I feel like the dress opens up a little too much, so I have to put a pin to make sure that I don't flash anyone when I'm walking in the street. That also might be, I think I wear it quite a bit. I wore it quite a bit this summer, but I don't wear it as much, or I don't wear it as comfortably because I'm always scared I'm gonna flash people. And I don't know if it's maybe just me not comfortable with wrap dress, and maybe the fabric I've picked was a little too flowy for this. Either way, I wanna do another version of this this dress, but with a more structured fabric. So I'm thinking maybe linen or something like that, just to see if it's really me not being comfortable with a wrap dress, or is it really what, like, I messed up when I did this one. I maybe didn't choose the right fabric for this project. I want to do it again and see if my opinion on this type of garment, the wrap dress I mean, is going to make me like, is it just the construction of the dress that I didn't like? Anyways, I will have to do it again. Yeah, because this one wasn't a total win for me. Yeah, it wasn't a full win. My next dress is this one here. This one here. It's a ruffled gingham dress. This one is made with these little, well, it's not gingham, it's squares, right? So this is actually a bed sheet that I repurposed and made into a dress. And of course I made pockets. I've added pockets to it. Right here. Got pockets, which is great. I used the top of Peppermint magazine, the same thing as this one here. So what I did is I cut out the pattern pieces for the top, and then after whatever I had left for the dress, I used the entire rest. Like, so for example, if you have like a double sheeted dress, you take the portion of the dress you need for the top, your top, and then a few pieces for your pockets and whatever left, or so whatever fabric I had left, I cut it in two parts. The first part I kept it as is and then ruffled it around the middle section here, and then whatever strip of fabric I had left, I cut it in two to make I sewed them together, so it gave a very, very long strip of fabric, and then I sew it at the bottom, so to have like this extra ruffly bit. The end result is pretty cute. It's very out there, so I put this white bias binding that I got. I can't be bothered to make bias binding. I find it very annoying to do, so I like to buy them because I'm lazy. And yeah, I do like this dress. It's pretty comfortable. I mean, it's bed sheets, so they're really comfortable, but I did notice that it's a little bulky at the bottom because it's too much fabric. And I think I've read through, I kind of looked into how to do properly a ruffle dress, and you're supposed to be doing 1.5 more. The fabric of your ruffle should be like 1.5 of the width extra, so I should have measured my waist, the waist of the top of the dress, multiply it by 1.5, and then it would have given me the width that you should be using for the mid skirt. And then after that, the width of that skirt, you should then multiply it by 1.5, and then it would give you the width of the bottom skirt. And so you won't have like that crazy bulky section, because I mean, there's 2 times more fabric than this one here, so because of that, it's a lot more bulky, so it weighs down the dress quite a bit. So I was kind of disappointed of that, but it doesn't make me not wear the dress. I still wear it, but yeah, it's a mental note. Next time if I want to do a ruffle dress, I do have to keep in consideration if it's a heavy fabric, not to be going crazy on the bulkiness of the dress. But yeah, that's to me still that dress is still a win. And then my next item is not really a dress, but I do like to wear them often together because they're really cute. So this is a pattern or a recipe that I used from DIY Daisy. So she explains how to do this little ruffle skirt, which is really, really cute. Did she do the ruffle dress? Probably. Anyways, she always wear this, and this fabric is like little peaches or oranges. Yeah, oranges, but they're like pale. It's really cute on this blue background. I got it's a quilted cotton that I got at Dresso in Vancouver. I think it was like something like $6 a meter. I must have gotten like 4 meters, so 3 meters for this skirt and a 2-inch wide elastic. Again, I have pockets because you gotta have pockets. I don't know. Why would you make your clothes without pockets? It makes no sense to have pockets. And with this skirt, I made shirt to match with it. That's the back. This is the front, and I have little ruffle sleeves that are not fully out. Yeah, they're really cute. When I wear them together, it looks like a dress, like a whole outfit. I really like it. I'm pretty sure this shirt is from DIY Daisy. When I made it at first, my head didn't fit into the hole of the shirt, so I had to like make a slit. And then I put some bias binding. I didn't know how to do. I still don't know how to do it. I have to look it up. But I slipped it like that, and then I kind of winged the bias binding at the bottom here. It's a hot mess, but my hair hides it, so I'm kind of disappointed I messed up on that section. Next time I will really look into tutorials how to do it properly and take the time to do it. But I don't know. I think I was frustrated. I just did that, and it's kind of not great. And I thought I would make like a little bow or something, but the bias binding is a little too short, so I can't really tie it up. Yeah, I kind of messed up on this one. So this project made me realize how sometimes it's worth taking a break when things are not going well, and then just instead of like just going quickly and take the time to finish your garments correctly. If you're frustrated, just take a break, come back to your project a day or two after if it's necessary. But it's worth taking your time and not being frustrated, because your results will be a lot better and you'll be a lot more proud in your items, your garments. For sure I'll do another one. I'm gonna wait, maybe it's this summer, to find the proper, like another fabric that I really like, and do another version of this little kit. I really like it. I wear it quite often, even in winter. Most of the skirt, I wear it with like, even sometimes in winter with like stockings and long socks, and then I put a t-shirt and this like little sweater on top of it. It's really cute. I love it. It's a little colorful for winter, but I don't care. I like pants. The other kit that I made, that one was a total fail, but still, I wanted to have a little cute set. I like having the top and the bottom match. I don't know, I really like it. And I got this fabric. It's like it's a ribbed knit fabric, and I really like these kind of fabric because they're really comfortable. And what I wanted to do with this is a long skirt, a tight long skirt, like a pencil width skirt, like those really thin pencil legged skirt. I don't know. I wanted to have that, and I wanted to have like a sleeveless long collar. I kind of mocked it. I mocked a t-shirt from one of my very loved t-shirts that I have. Well, not t-shirt, like one of my favorite shirts that I have that I wear a lot, but I didn't really mock it correctly because it came out really wonky. Yeah. The neckline is kind of off. It's loose. It's like baggy and it comes off. And I don't know, it's like the whole thing is not great. I don't know. I didn't mock it correctly. It's not great. I was kind of disappointed in that, and the same for the skirt. It was it was a bit of a fail. I should have looked up how to do it before just cutting it into fabric. I didn't even finish it. I think, yeah, I didn't even close the bit where the elastic is. Yeah, it's actually not that bad when I wear it, the skirt at least, but I've noticed that when I bend, the skirt becomes like transparent. I don't know if you can see it, but it's you can see my butt when I bend. So my husband told me, he's like, when you bend, we can see your underwear like really well. so I don't wear it in public. That's another item that I keep at home. I was kind of bummed about it because the fabric is really comfortable. And yeah, when I was trying it, when he told me that, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna finish this shirt. This dress is not, this project's a whole mess. So I didn't finish it. That's why the elastic is still not, it's not closed in, because I was kind of done with that project. Pretty bummed out. It is what it is. I will probably do another version of it, or maybe not, or at least probably, I guess. Yeah, I really like ribbed and stretchy fabric, but I hate sewing them. Knit fabrics, I really hate it, but if it's ribbed like that, it might be a little more pleasing. But I'll have to be more comfortable with my serger, which I got not too long ago, but I haven't practiced it quite enough, so I need to get more familiar with it. That's a whole nother subject. Anyway, so the tops and dresses are pretty much done. Well, not really. I have a few other tops. Well, two more. This is the, I think it's called the Quince. It's a pattern for Seamwork. I think this was the first pattern I ever made, but this version is the second of it, or the third. I can't remember. It's like a kimono style. I know you shouldn't be saying that, but it's kind of that. It's an inspiration of a kimono. I don't know. And there's like huge pockets. It's very boxy. I really like it. It was a fabric that was really easy to work with. I think it was like a $4 fabric I got at Dresso. Oh, that shirt is dirty. Ooh. Thought I washed it. Anyway. So it was a $4 fabric. I got like 5 meters out of it, so I made a few items from this fabric. I really like it. I wear it very often. But every time I wear it, I feel kind of pretentious, because like, where is this sort of a kimono? It looks very, I don't know, bougie. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me inventing reasons not to wear it, but I wear it a lot at home. It's really comfortable. I like how I look in it. I like how it feels on me and everything. And I made the version where I didn't add the extra cuff, so it's only like the half of the sleeve. I really like that look, so it kind of ends up here. Really cute. And also that one is like the short version of the Quince. And then I made another version of the Quince, but the long version. So this is in a stripe fabric. Again, I just did like the half cuff. I made the collar black, and it wasn't necessarily a design choice. It was because I cut all the pieces and I forgot a few pieces, and then I realized I didn't have any more fabric left. So I kind of looked into my stash, and then found this leftover black, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna use that because there's black in it. Actually, the end result pretty nice. Not mad about it at all. And I also made the belt. The same thing. I had to use the other fabric because I didn't have any more fabric left to finish up this garment. This was like an outfit I made. This bit and this dress actually was supposed to be worn together. I made this for Christmas, our Christmas office party. I wanted to have like a new outfit, and so I made this. Got this fabric at Fabricland in Vancouver for like another like $4 or $5 a meter. I got like 5 meters out of it. I finished almost everything of it. I have like a few scraps, but it's nothing. It's very there's not much left anyway. There's only like little bits and pieces. And really like it. I should have been a little more careful on the stitching of it. So there's a few pieces where you could see the stitching, and it was supposed to hide, like you were supposed to stitch in the ditch. I kind of failed as a parts of that. I have to clean the inside. There's a lot of threads and and a bit of fabric coming out. And I didn't serge all my pieces before sewing them together, which I kind of regret not doing that, because there's like pieces like here I had to like cut in order to be able to serge the raw edge. Yeah, I think next time I'm just gonna straight up, especially for anything that frays, I'm gonna just sew all the pieces. I should have done that for this one, but I didn't. Again, it's another example of don't be lazy, just do the proper step. Take the extra time to do all the steps and you'll be really happy about your garments. I didn't do that for this one. I kind of regret it. And just, yeah. I do like the Quince a lot. I'll probably do another one. I'm probably gonna make a version for my husband, for like his dress robe, like the robe, not a dress robe, just a robe, a house for home, because his is like falling apart. So I'm like, oh, it's quite similar. I just make it a little longer, make sure that the waistband is at your hips and not like women's hips, a little, not exactly the same height. And yeah, and that's pretty much all the tops that I made last year. I have 4 pants. So I got this, this, I think it's called, the pattern's called the chaining, or can't remember. Anyways, from Seamwork. So it's these baggy pants with like pleats and pockets, and you have an elastic at the back. So this was my mock. So whenever I try a new pattern, I always buy cheap fabric first, just in order to be able to understand how the pattern is constructed, and then afterwards I buy like nicer fabric to be able to do the pattern afterwards, like with the proper pattern. Anyway, I made this pair of pants. I actually wear it relatively often. They're so comfortable because there's some, I love garments that they only have like elastics, or they're not tight, it's only elastics. It's so comfortable. I always wear like elastic pants, but I did mess up a few places. For example, here my elastic is here and it's supposed to start here. When I sewed it up, it kind of unsnapped, and then when I came in and tried to unpick my stitches, I was just making holes in the fabric instead of like unstitching it. So I just decided to stop and just leave it there. Yeah, right here you can see it's like, I don't know if you can see, but there's like holes. So I just stopped fixing that. I think I fucked up on I think I messed up on the, yeah, so nasty. I think I might have done this pattern like at like on my 4th month I was sewing, so it's really not the best version of it, of this pattern, but I do wear it. It's still comfortable. I just don't necessarily like, I try to hide the seams at the back. Yeah, but I still wear it, and there's like a hole in the back as well, so I have to fix that bit. But they're really comfortable. They're like my equivalent of wearing joggers. At home I wear this instead. And then after making that one, I made another version with the fabric that I love, the stripe one, the one I used to do the this one here. So this is the same fabric. Yeah, that's the front. This is the front, and this is the back. The back, so the elastic, this time I didn't mess up, and I didn't, so you're supposed to like add a stitch in the middle to be able to hold in, or it was like an extra detail, but I was scared that it would look weird because of all these strips, so I didn't do it. I left it there. It doesn't, thankfully it doesn't, the elastic doesn't move. I think, yeah, you're supposed to sew in the middle of the width in order for the elastic well, so to prevent the elastic to roll up and down so it doesn't like to turn or anything like that. I didn't do that, and it doesn't move, it stays always flat, so that's good. And for the front, I didn't have any more interfacing because you're supposed to put an interfacing when you have for the front so that it stays flat. There's a bit of a structure. I didn't have any more left, so I used fabric. I kind of regret doing that because it became really bulky. Because, I don't know, it's just very bulky when I wear it. It's not flat or straight, which I regret now, but it's too late. And I also made a little boo-boo when I marked my pattern. I clip my pattern, so I made like a hole here, so I had to like come in and fix it before. Well, not always the greatest. But I really like these pants. I wear them quite often. Not in winter time because the fabric is not hot at all, so I can't wear it. But I will be wearing it a ton when the season's going to be a little more appropriate for this kind of garment. Pretty happy about that. The last kind of item I made, that one was a huge fail. I wanted to make bras because I do like bralettes a lot, and I wanted to try to make my own, and I think I think the pattern is from Jordy on Etsy. Can't remember. She has an Instagram account where every week she makes a new bra and panty. I think she makes the whole kit. They're really beautiful. You should definitely check her out. She's really inspiring. Her Instagram is so cute. I really like her, and her dog is so funny. Anyway, I tried to do a pair of bra. I might have made like 4 versions of it, 4 attempts of it. Still didn't get it. So I put that one on timeout, and it's been almost a year. So I don't know when I'm gonna go back to it, but it was going to be cute. I made this little bralette, but I don't know how I did that, but the measurements of this is so off. Like I cannot do, everything is off, from the cup size to the strip of like this is too big, it's small, everything is too small. So this is a project that's pretty much on timeout because I'm done with it for now. I got so frustrated. Yeah, and plus finding all the items, so like the clips for the bra, the elastic, everything like that, all the notions for it, it was so difficult to find. Couldn't find it at any, or there was not a lot of options, so I was pretty bummed out about that. And so I put it on the burner because I didn't want to. I'll get back to it eventually. I do want to have my own bras eventually, but not right now. So yeah. I'll finish up with the 2 shirts that I made for my husband. So this is the first version of the Negroni. Can't remember. I'm really bad with names of patterns and everything, but I'll link it at the bottom, at the description. I made this shirt for my husband. It has like wooden buttons. Yeah, the concept is interesting. The end result is a complete disaster. I really love the fabric. Again, I got this fabric at Dresso, so those are like the 2 only places I bought fabric from. It's like Dresso and Fabricland. This I got at Dresso. It was like $6 a meter. I think I used 3 meters. The buttons are, oh my god, the button holes, oh my lord. So I have like an old, can you see it? I don't know if you see it, but anyway, I have an old sewing machine. There's a buttonhole function, but I don't have like I don't have a foot for it, and it doesn't, the foot of the sewing machine isn't standard, so it's not, I don't know how to say it. It's not, I can just swap the foot for a buttonhole. So I did get a buttonhole, it doesn't work. Like a buttonhole foot, it doesn't work. So I had to like do it by hand, and it came out really bad. So that was one. Also, I didn't buy interfacing because I didn't know this was the first project where it required interfacing, and I thought it would be okay without it. Yeah, it's really floppy. Like the collar is so floppy. This part here is really bad, like soft. So yeah, I need an interfacing for sure. So that was a huge fail, but it was a good learning curve. And then after, I made a second version of that shirt. This one here. So again, by using, oh. So I used the bed sheet a bit, like it's the same type of fabric I used for my skirt. So this was another part of that bed sheet. So I have like contrasting under collar. This color, this time I did use interfacing. So I used interfacing here, so it's fairly structured at the front, and the same for the collar, it's pretty structured. But when my husband wears it, he doesn't like the collar. It looks a bit too 70s for him. So and I think, oh yeah, so I use these little wooden buttons. They're really cute. They're really cute. This time I hand sewn the buttonholes. Really hate the look of it. It looks too crafty for me. It looks really sloppy. I don't like it at all. So that was a big fail. Plus I think they're not straight. I don't know. I don't like them at all. So that was a fail for me. But I did learn a lot about how to do this garment. So I did it another time. This time, I used a quilted cotton fabric clad. I think it was on sale for like, again, another $5 a meter. Got like another $3 meters or 2 meters for it. It's not ironed, but this one here. So the fabric is little orange flowers. They're really, really cute. I got these little buttons, plastic buttons that I got at Dresso. So this one came out really nice. Actually, it fits him really well. I changed the collar, so I copied a collar from one of his dress shirts that he really liked and replaced it on this one here. Works really well, so it looks a little more modern. It looked pretty good. There's this thing that's really dumb I did again. But yeah, this time the buttonhole, this one I practiced multiple times the buttonholes maker with my machine, but I did it by hand, so I kind of measured where the buttonhole should be. And in order to do that, I always use usually Crayolas to mark my fabric because it's washable. And then I couldn't find my Crayola, so I took a marker, like a highlighter. I thought they were waterproof. Oh, like water, you could wash it off with water at the washing machine. They don't. So I have like really bad flashy markers on the shirt, like an idiot. Like, I can't believe I did that. So it really ruins the shirt a bit because they're quite flashy. You do see it quite a lot. So that's a bit of a bummer. My husband still wears it. But it annoys me a lot that I did that. And so I stained his shirt. It's so annoying, but I need to buy a pen. But this one was really nice, and I'm really, really proud of this shirt. I can't wait to make more. It just takes forever, so I have a tendency of waiting. Men's shirts take like forever to make versus like my shirts that take like less than an hour. So I've been kind of procrastinating on that. So on his wardrobe, I'm more of a selfish sewist. It is what it is. I'm currently I have 2 more projects that I'm currently working on. I haven't finished. So I have this one's really cute. this little quilted project that I started last year that I don't know when I'm gonna finish it, but little houses. Yeah, I started this maybe last October, and I haven't worked on it since that day. I should go back to it. I just wanted to do a little quilted cotton quilt project, and this one is mostly to be placed on the wall, more of a decoration than actually using it as a blanket. Yeah, and it was just more of a decoration, like a mural decoration. So this is one of my work in progress currently, and I have another work in progress. This one's a little more tricky because there's a lot of pins on it. I have this onesie, this blue onesie. The pattern is from Seamwork. Yes, it's from Seamwork. Can't remember what it is, but currently trying to fix the crotch area. I kind of messed it up, and then I have to fix it. I don't know yet how to, so I base stitch it by hand, and I think I'm gonna go put some interfacing just to seal it there, and then try to fix it with like by hand or something. I don't know, because I feel like the machine is just gonna make it look a little sloppy. So I'm almost done. So what I have left on this project is to fix that little boo-boo Jew buttons. I got buttons like maybe last week for this, and then hem the hemming is done. Yeah, the hemming is done. So I really only have like the buttons to do left. So I don't know when I'm gonna finish doing that. To be honest, I haven't been sewing quite a lot recently. I don't know, there's like, you know, when you're in those days that you don't feel like it. I've been like that a lot these days. There's nothing that inspiring me currently. I think it's more because I haven't bought any new fabric. I'm trying to go through all my stash. I don't have that much, but I have quite a bit left, and I can't find the right project to go with those fabrics that I have. And I am more in the process right now of learning how to potentially make my own patterns for myself. I got, where is it? Yeah, there it is. I got this book here. And I got this because I wanted to make my own block patterns in order to be able to make patterns for myself, and I wanted to learn how to make garments, right? Because I noticed a lot of the patterns that I see online, they are beautiful, but the ones that I'm really attracted to are the very simple ones, and I'm kind of a cheap person. I don't really want to pay whatever X amount for a pattern that is relatively similar to another pattern that I have, but it's just slightly different because of whatever, and I don't want to pay like 20 bucks to get that pattern because of that. So I thought, why not just get a book and learn how to do pattern making in order for me to be able to change the patterns as I want them to fit on me. So I'm there. I haven't finished my block. I did one attempt of a block shirt. It was not working, so I have to do it all. I have to make another one. I haven't, so I think that's one of my goals this year, is to do my own, like draft my own shirts, and those are shirts first or t-shirts. I keep the microphone. Yeah, so do my own shirts, like simple patterns, and that was one of my goals this year. My other goal for my sewing projects would be to have better finishing, to finish my garments a little more cleaner, because I've noticed like all my garments have a little bit of too much of like the handmade look. I wanted to look a little more clean and a little more put together, so that's another thing and that I want to focus this year. And yeah, hopefully eventually I'll be probably like sketching out or like thinking of the next few projects I want to be doing. So maybe not necessarily my make 9, but like at least a few garments that I want to do for this winter, because winter's coming to an end and I am always cold, so I need some items to keep me warm. And yeah, so thanks for watching if you're still here. I know it's been a long one and my tea must be cold. Yep, that's pretty cold. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you guys thought it was nice and fun or entertaining. If so, please subscribe or give me a like, give me a comment if you have any questions or anything like that. I'll make sure to reply if you do have a comment, and yeah, it'll help me out if you guys subscribe and watch me learn how to sew a little more, I guess. Alright, so thank you for watching and have a great night. Have a great day. Yeah, that was a weird one. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye. Oh, it's so cold. Hold on. Oh, my knee cracked.